Good afternoon. My name is Marumbo Poetry, as you just heard, and I'm really excited to be here. When I heard about the leading topic, how might we, I was quite interested to share with you some of my words. So I am a poet, but I'm an engineer by training, and I've always wondered what part does art play in our progression going forward, and how do we use art to deal with the things that we go through. And so one of the topics that I wanted to share with that was upon my heart today was a topic about death through art, because we need to be able to heal. And one of the ways we can heal is that we can use art to be able to heal. So trigger warning, this poem is about death. This poem is about death and my acting and my pretending and my lies and the need to be felt and seen as if I am alive. You see, sometimes we act and pretend in a manner that we think people will most accept us. So we pretend and pretend until the lies between the truth and the lies are blurred. Did you die? Did you become a butterfly? Did you learn to fly? Did you morph into something else? One of my friends died in a car crash. The car was choked full of college students, drunk, driving, partying, living fast. The car crashed. My friend died. My friend who was driving the car that day also died. He lost his sense for life. We buried our friend and pretended to live. A couple years later, one of my friends went on a bender after New Year's, as he was known to do, so none of us panicked or worried until 5 days later we hadn't heard or seen from him. 5 days later, his body was found under a bridge, dead, gone, but not forgotten. We buried our friend and pretended to live. When this friend died, I told myself that I would do a better job of checking up with my friends to make sure that they weren't just living, but were alive. And the years went on and we kept on pretending, acting, being the people that we thought our families needed us to be. So I put on a show for my father and mother. I put on a show for my girlfriend. I did all the things that I thought would make them like me. I just wanted to be liked. Wouldn't you do the same? I kept on pretending. I just wanted to be okay. Don't you want to be okay? A couple of years later, after we had all been pretending, my friend who was driving the car that crashed and my other friend died in decided that he was going to stop pretending, and so he hanged himself. We buried our friend and pretended to live. When this friend died, I told myself that I would no longer carry the burden of carrying the deaths of my friends on my back. It became a load too heavy for me to cry. I told myself that I was not responsible. That part of me died too. We kept on pretending as if we were alive. Recently, one of my high school friends robbed a bank. Successfully, might I add. You know, knowing somebody who robs a bank is kind of crazy. He was definitely pretending. He had his face mask on. He carried with him a pump shotgun. He rode his bike to the nearest bank branch. He shot a couple shots in the air, told the teller to put the money in the bag and everyone to hit the floor. And as fate would have it, his bike wouldn't start outside. He fired a couple more shots in the air to try to scare the crowd. He was definitely acting, pretending to be okay. He rode. He ran. The people stoned him. They stole the money that he stole. How poetic. They stoned him to death. We buried our friend and pretended to live. When this friend died, I told myself that death is an instantiable beast that will take and take, but I will not let it have its place in my heart. And one day I will stop pretending and I would just be okay. Thank you.